All right, let's dive right in. We're going to talk about something fascinating today: the hidden traps inside your own brain. These are the invisible forces that are right now shaping every single decision you make. So let me ask you a question, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. Do you think you're actually in control of your own decisions? I mean, of course, right? We all like to think we are, but what if you're not? What if something else, something deep inside your mind, is pulling the strings? Because the truth is, and this is the crazy part, most of us go through our entire lives completely unaware that we're basically running on autopilot. We've got these mental shortcuts, these biases that are hardwired into our brains, and they're constantly, silently distorting our reality. So, let's do it. Let's pull back that curtain and really take a look at what's going on behind the scenes. What we're really talking about here are called cognitive biases. And honestly, the best way to think of them is like mind traps. They're these pre-programmed shortcuts your brain uses to process information super fast, which sounds great, right? But the problem is they often lead to some pretty big errors in judgment, and you don't even have a clue it's happening. And look, this isn't just some pop psychology stuff I pulled off the internet. We're talking about the work of absolute giants in the field, like the Nobel Prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman. His incredible book, Thinking Fast and Slow, is basically the Bible for this topic, and it's the inspiration for everything we're about to get into. Okay, so here's the most important thing to get right now. You can't just delete these biases. They're baked into your brain's operating system. So the goal isn't to get rid of them, it's to become aware of them. Just being one of the few people who can actually spot these mind traps in real time, well, that's the secret. That's the first huge step to actually mastering your own mind. All right, you ready? Let's dive into 3 of the biggest deceptions your brain plays on you probably every single day. Okay, check this out. We've got 2 people here, Alan and Ben. Take a second and read the descriptions. You'll notice the words are exactly the same. They're just flipped. Now, be honest with yourself. Which one gives you a better gut feeling? If you're like pretty much everyone else, you're probably leaning towards Alan. But why? The words are identical. Well, what you just experienced is called the halo effect. It turns out, the order of information completely changes how you feel. Your brain grabs onto those first few words, intelligent, industrious for Alan, and creates this positive halo that colors everything else you read. It happens all the time in dating, hiring, you name it. So how do you fight it? You have to consciously slow down. Don't make a snap judgment. Ask yourself, okay, what's a bad trait for Alan? What's a good one for Ben? It forces your brain to look at the whole picture, not just the shiny halo. Okay, this next one is wild because it shows just how easily our brains can be manipulated. Get this. There was an experiment with German judges. We're talking seasoned professionals with over 15 years on the bench. They were asked to give a sentence for a shoplifting case. Simple enough. But right before they did, they had to roll a pair of dice. The trick? The dice were loaded to only land on a 3 or a 9. And the results were, frankly, kind of scary. The judges who rolled a high number, a 9, gave an average sentence of 8 months. But the ones who rolled a low number, a 3, they only gave 5 months. Think about that. A totally random number from a pair of dice just anchored their professional judgment, pulling it up or down without them even knowing it. This is called the anchoring effect, and I guarantee it's used on you constantly. The first price you see on a car, the initial salary offer, that's the anchor. So the defense is pretty straightforward. You have to be aware of it. When you hear that first number, you have to consciously ignore it. Just mentally push it to the side. It's not the real price, it's just a starting point. Then you counter with a number based on your research, not their anchor. All right, for our last mind trap in this section, let's go back to a story you probably heard as a kid. The one about the fox and the grapes. Remember? The fox wants these grapes, he tries and tries to get them, but he just can't reach. So what does he do? He doesn't just walk away defeated. He scoffs and says, those grapes were probably sour anyway. That little story is a perfect example of something called cognitive dissonance. It's that yucky, uncomfortable feeling we get when what we do and what we believe are out of sync. So to get rid of that discomfort, we do what the fox did. We change our belief. We rationalize. Didn't get the job? Oh, I didn't want it anyway. It's our ego protecting itself. The only way to fight it is to lean into that discomfort. It's okay to fail. Instead of pretending the grapes are sour, ask yourself, okay, how can I build a taller ladder for next time? That's how you actually grow. So, we've looked at a few common traps and some quick ways to defend against them. But now, let's go a level deeper. Let's really get on the path to rational thinking by tackling what might just be the most powerful, most pervasive mind trap there is. I'm talking about confirmation bias. In a nutshell, it's our brain's default setting to look for and remember information that proves we're right and to conveniently ignore, forget, or dismiss anything that proves we might be wrong. And this is so dangerous in the world we live in today. I mean, your brain is actively filtering your reality. And when you combine that with social media algorithms that are designed to feed you exactly what you want to hear, well, you get trapped. You end up in an echo chamber where your own beliefs are just bounced back at you over and over, getting stronger and stronger. So what's the solution? How do you break out? Try this little exercise. The next time you feel really certain about something, 100% convinced, force yourself to spend just 5 minutes researching the smartest argument for the other side. Not the dumbest, the smartest. The goal isn't necessarily to change your mind. The goal is to see the shades of gray, to understand the whole landscape instead of just your little corner of it. It's about learning how to think gray. Look, none of this is easy. Becoming a more rational thinker takes real, conscious effort. You have to be willing to catch yourself in the moment. But the payoff? It's huge. We're talking about true control over your own mind. And that journey, that massive reward, all starts with just a tiny bit of awareness. So the real question is, are you ready to start?